And now, listen to this on the Toddcast podcast.
You'll know the Pretty Reckless's singer Taylor Momsen from acting. In The Grinch with Jim Carrey, she was little Cindy Lou Who. She played Jenny in Gossip Girl. But when we talked to Taylor, it was all about the music. Her band formed in New York City, 2009, and since the release of their debut in 2010, it has been full on. They've topped the US and UK rock charts, huge world tours. Their latest album, their fourth, Death by Rock and Roll, came out in February of this year, 2021. And when Taylor was a guest, we talked about Marvel, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Pink Floyd came up. She talked about her first concert, seeing the White Stripes. She shared a near-death experience story involving a riptide when she was just a little kid. We got into the pandemic a little bit. We talked about the WWE, Seinfeld, and WandaVision. And Taylor talked about recording a song with Soundgarden's Kim Thayil and Matt Cameron for the Pretty Reckless's latest album. Listen to this.
Well, we, it kind of stems from a, kind of a sad story, but, we were opening for Soundgarden on that last tour, which was incredible. I mean, it was the highest of highs. Like I couldn't believe that we were there, like opening for Soundgarden. Like it blew my mind. It was absolutely the most amazing experience. And then, and so I became friends with them on that tour, and, it obviously ended very tragically, which, with the passing of Chris, that took everyone by surprise, but that really crushed me in a way that I still don't know how to put into words. And it kind of took me down this rabbit hole of, depression and substance abuse and everything that comes with loss. And because shortly after we lost Chris, we also we went through a lot of hits in the Pretty Reckless world. Shortly after the music world lost Chris, I found myself not in a good place to be public. Like I came to that conclusion fairly quickly of I can't get on stage every night and pretend that I'm okay when I'm kind of falling apart inside. And so I canceled touring and went home to kind of regroup and process. And as soon as I kind of started to get my feet back on the ground, I got a phone call that our producer Kato had died in a motorcycle accident. And that was just the nail in the coffin for me, where I just spiraled down very quickly into, this hole of darkness that I didn't really know how to get out of. And sorry, I'm kind of rambling now, but to make a very long story, there's no way to not talk about these things while speaking about the album, because it's such a part of it. And so to make a very long story short, it was music was the thing that I turned to that really kind of pulled me out of this funk. When I finally picked up a guitar again and started to write, I feel like this record's different in a lot of ways, in the sense that I didn't really have to try to write it. It just kind of poured out of me, whether I wanted it to or not. It was like all these emotions and all these things that I had been feeling, but repressing for, months on end. As soon as I kind of, cracked that door open, it was like a dam exploding, and it just all overflowed. And that in itself was very cathartic. That was kind of the first step of me, healing and getting my life back on track, I guess. And so anyway, to get back to Matt and Kim, I wrote the song Only Love Can Save Me Now. And just, I love that song. And just due to the kind of overall vibe of it, I thought that, Matt and Kim's just incredible, masterful musicianship, they would add such a weight and a quality to it that would really take the song to the next level and really see it through to its full potential. So I sent them a demo of it and said, would you guys want to play on this? I think that this could be really awesome. And they listened and said, yeah. And the experience was fantastic. I mean, we actually recorded, it was one of the last songs we recorded for the record. We did it in Seattle at the legendary London Bridge Studios, which is, where Soundgarden made Louder Than Love, and Pearl Jam made 10, and Alice in Chains made Dirt. And,
yes,
so many other records. So to be there, and I'm a firm believer that spaces are kind of like people, they hold memories and energy and, inside the walls. And so just walking in there and it was incredible. You could just feel it, and then to be there with Matt and Kim and have Kim walk around and point to everything on the wall and have a story about it was just absolutely amazing. And then to get to the actual recording of it, to hear that song come to life for the first time in a real way, the first time Matt hits his snare and the first note that Kim plays, it just exploded out of the speakers of pure and utter awesomeness that only they can deliver. And it just
literally
absolutely incredible.
Can you see this? My hair.
Yeah, I know. I still get goosebumps. It was
standing up right now. Like freaking Soundgarden is helping you with a song. Like
it's absolutely insane. And like, I don't want to speak for them because that's not my place, but I love them. I love them so much. Like I there's not just as musicians, which is like, obviously I don't have to say that, but as people, like they're so incredibly kind. Like they're everything you want them to be and more. Like it's, you know, you always hear don't meet your idols because they can go south really quickly. And like there's so much, I don't have words. I love you guys, Matt, Kim, Ben. I love you guys. And it just, I'm so grateful that they were a part of this. And it was just this very full circle moment, like after all this hell, like to be there together, creating something new. I felt like it was this very beautiful moment, and really just shows kind of the healing power of music.
Listen to This on the Toddcast podcast is brought to you by Tedco RV Supplies in Langley, an ICBC approved repair shop. Find them online at tedcorvsuppliesinc.com.
Oh, please, not that music. That music gives me nightmares from my childhood.
Could we get something a little bit lighter, some lighter music here?
Are you a fan of true crime TV shows?
And what about Unsolved Mysteries, the show that jump-started all of our love of true crime?
I'm Ellen Marsh.
And I'm Joey Taranto.
And we host I Think Not, a true crime comedy podcast covering some of the wildest stories from your favorite true crime campy TV shows all the way to Unsolved Mysteries.
Baby, you will laugh, you will cry, you'll think about true crime in a whole new way, and you'll also ask yourself, who gave these people mics?
New episodes of I Think Not are released every Wednesday with bonus episodes out every Thursday on Patreon.
And every Monday, you can listen to our True Crime Rundown, where we go over the top true crime headlines of the week.
So come and join us wherever you listen to your podcasts.
You've watched them from the outside your whole life. On TV, on stage, on the cover. The success that always looks like it happened to someone on a different planet. But what if it didn't? I'm Evelyn, and I've spent over 25 years in entertainment, producing for some of the biggest names in Hollywood. And here's what I learned. The distance between you and them, it's a lot shorter than anyone's letting on. On my podcast, Reppin', I sit down with the people you've been watching, and I ask them who they actually are. Not the brand, the person. Where they started, what it cost them, what almost broke them. Their grit, their courage, their resilience, and the lessons they've learned, it's all yours for the taking. Reppin', wherever you listen.
Goodbye, Kyle!
Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlotta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.